Good evening, everyone, and happy
So
Sunday.
you're on, please start your lecture.
Welcome to today's class. Last week, we talked about the different ways that hotels can be owned, and we talked about the four main ways that hotels can be owned. And we said one of the ways is by leasing, the other one is by professional through contract management. We also talked about the franchise means of owning a hotel. And lastly, we talked about the privately owned ways that you can have a hotel. We talked about the advantages and the disadvantages of all these four main ways that one can own a hotel. And for today, we are going to be talking about the classification of hotels. Today, we'll be talking about the classification of hotels. We have different ways that hotels can be classified. The first one we are going to be talking about is the standard classification, that is the star rating systems. You can call it the standard classification or the star rating systems. Under this classification, we have the one-star hotel. And the characteristics of the one-star hotels, one of the characteristics is that these properties are generally small and independently owned with a family atmosphere. That is one of the characteristics of the one-star hotel. We are talking about the classification of hotels. And I said that hotels can be classified in so many ways. One of the ways we are going to be discussing today is the standard classification or the star rating classification. I said under the star classification, number one is the one-star hotel. The characteristics of the one-star hotel is that the property are generally small and independently owned. Another characteristic of the one-star hotel is that there may be a limited range of facilities and the meals may be fairly simple. For example, lunch may not be served in room. We said there may be limited range of facilities. It means that there are some facilities that you may not see in this one-star hotel. There are some facilities that you're going to see in other hotels that will not be found in this one-star hotel. Number three characteristic of a one-star hotel is that some bedrooms may not have an ensuite base or shower. And another characteristic is the maintenance, the cleanliness and comfort will be of an acceptable standard. Number two, under the star classification of hotels, number two is the two-star hotel. Under this, the characteristic is that hotels will typically be small to medium sized and offer more extensive facilities than one-star hotels. That is, in size, it can still be the same size with the one-star hotel, but there are some facilities that you can find in the two-star hotels that cannot be seen in one-star hotel. Another characteristic is that guests can expect comfortable, well-equipped overnight accommodation, usually with an ensuite bed or shower, unlike the one-star hotel that you can't get an ensuite bed or shower. Number three is that reception and other staff will aim for a more professional presentation than at the one-star hotel. And number four, hotel will offer a wider range of straightforward services, including food and beverages. Now, under the classification of hotels, I said the first one we are talking about is the one-star the star classification. I've explained the 1 star, the 2 star, and now we are talking about the 3-star hotel under the star rating hotels. The classification of the 3-star hotel, number one, the characteristics I mean to say, under the 3-star hotel is that hotels are usually of fairly large size to support higher staffing levels, as well as a significantly higher quality and range of facilities than at the lower star classifications. Reception and other public areas will be more spacious, and the restaurant will normally also cater to non-residents. The restaurants in the 3-star hotels, unlike that of 1 star and of 2 stars, that sometimes they don't even have restaurants, that you have to go out to go and get your food. All they offer is just accommodation. Here, the restaurant in the 3-star hotels, they also cater for even those that are not lodging in the hotel. Those that are not that are not coming to lodge in the hotel, they can still come there, get food or drink, and leave. That is one of the characteristics of the 3-star hotel. Another characteristic is that all bedrooms will have an ensuite base and shower, and will offer a good standard of comfort and equipment, such as direct dial telephone and toiletries in the bedroom. This means that when you are lodging in this kind of hotel, you don't necessarily have to go out of your room before you can be served. There is there is always a telephone by the bedside in every room that you can call, either the kitchen, the bar, or wherever you want, whichever service you want to be rendered to you, and that will be rendered to you directly in your room without you stepping out of the room. Number three is that besides room service, some provisions for business travelers can be expected. Then the number four, that I'm going to be rushing a little because of time. The note here is very long. Number four is the 4-star hotel. Degree of luxury as well as quality in the furnishings, decor, and equipment in every area of the hotel is outstanding. Unlike the 1, 2, or 3-star hotels, bedrooms will also usually offer more space than at the lower star levels. They will be well designed with coordinated furnishings and decor. The ensuite bedrooms will have both a bed and shower. There will be a high staff to guest ratio. There will be provisions to porter service, 20 24-hour room service, and laundry and dry cleaning services. Then the 5-star hotel and 5-star deluxe hotel. 5-star hotels offer spacious and luxurious accommodations throughout the hotel, matching the best international standards. The interior design should impress with its quality and attention to detail, comfort, and elegance. Under the rating of hotels, we said that the first one we're going to be talking about is the star rating hotel. The next one now is the classification of hotels on the basis of size. The basis classification of hotels on the basis of size. The first one was the classification of hotels on the basis of star. The next one here is on the basis of size. Number one is small. Small hotels. In India, hotels with 25 rooms or less are classified as small hotels. Hotels hotels with 25 rooms or less are classified to be small hotels. While the ones that are classified to be the medium hotels are hotels with 26 to 100 rooms. We also have the large hotels. The large hotels are the ones that have hotels with 101 to 300 guest rooms are classified as large hotel. Then the very large hotels are hotels with more than 300 guest rooms, are known as very large hotels. in India. Then the third classification, like I said, we are going to be running through. You can always take the note from your screen. It is being displayed on the screen. You can get the note on your screen and read. The third classification we are going to be talking about now is the classification of hotel on the basis of location. On the basis of location, number one, we have the downtown hotel. Downtown hotel, that is number three. We are talking about the third classification of hotel, which is the classification of hotel on the basis of location. Number one under this class is the downtown hotel. A downtown hotel is located in the center of the city or within a short distance from the business center, shopping area, theaters, public offices, etc. The room rate may be higher than similar hotels in other areas. They are generally preferred by business clients. Number two is the suburban hotel. Number two, under the classification of hotel on the basis of location. Number two is the suburban hotel. Hotels that are located away from the hurry up and bustle of city is known as suburban hotel. That is sub, not sun, please. Suburban hotel. This, the duration of guest stay may be longer than the downtown hotels. That is, in suburban hotel, the duration, the time they spend in suburban hotel is always longer than that of the downtown hotel. These hotels offer a moderate room rate as it is situated away from the city. Number three, under the classification of hotels based on location. Number three is the airport hotel. Airport hotel. Hotels are located in the close vicinity of airports with all the facilities of a commercial hotel is known as airport hotels. Stopover passengers and cabin crews are the clients of such hotels. Number four, under the hotels that are classified based on the location is resort. Resort hotels that are located at tourist destinations such as hill stations, sea, beaches, and countryside with a calm and natural ambience are referred to as resort hotels. The room the room rate may range from moderate to high. Number five, under the classification of hotels based on its location is motel. Motel is the number five. Hotel that is located along the highways and provides modest lodgings to highway travelers is known as motels. A motel offers facilities such as accommodation, food and drinks, garage facility, a parking lot, and refueling for vehicles. Number six, under the classification of hotels based on its location, is the float flotels. Flotels. That is number six. Flotels. Flotels or floating hotels. You can call it flotels. You can call it floating hotels. Are types of lodging properties that float on the surface of water. Some of the flotels offers luxurious accommodation with food and beverage facilities to guests. Please, there should be a correction there. That is not stow. It is stow. I said some of the flotels offers luxurious accommodation with food and beverage facilities to guests. Then now we are going to be talking about the first classification of hotels. Among the first three that we've talked about, we said the first one is based on its location. That is the last one we just finished talking about. The fourth one we are going to be talking about now is the classification of hotel on the basis of the client. Hotels cater for the needs of their guests. Every individual or a group of people who patronize a hotel has a different set of requirements. On the basis of clients, the hotels may be categorized as follows. Number one is the commercial stroke business hotel. The commercial stroke the business hotel. Hotels that cater for the needs of a business traveler is known as business hotel. These hotels provide high standard rooms and amenities along with high speed internet, business centers and conference halls. They also provide a house secretarial services and all the facilities needed for a business person. This is also known as downtown hotel. The commercial hotel can be called business hotel and it can also be called a downtown hotel. Number two, under the classification of hotel based on clients is the transient hotel. Transient hotel. Transient hotel caters for the needs of people who are on the move and need a stopover en route their journey. I take it again. I said transient hotel caters for the needs of people who are on the journey and need a stopover en route their journey. It is located in the close proximity of airports and seaports. These hotels are normally patronized by transient travelers. They have 24-hour service, room service, and coffee shop, and offer all facilities of a commercial hotel, such as the swimming pool, the gym centers, and other things that you can find in a hotel. Number three, under the classification of hotels based on clients, number three is the suite hotel. Suite hotel. Hotels which provide the highest level of personalized service to the guest is known as suite hotel. They are the luxurious hotel having all suite rooms generally comprise a living area, a compact kitchenette, and one or two bedrooms attached with bathroom. The facilities are highly customized and are patronized by wealthy people and tourists who are fond of luxury. These suite hotels can also be classified under the five-star rating hotels. But now we are talking about the classification based on the client. As we all know, the five-star hotels are always patronized by wealthy people and tourists. They are also the hotels that the facilities are highly customized. So the suite hotel can also be categorized under the five-star rating hotel. Number four, under the classification of hotel based on the client, number four is the residential hotel. Residential hotels provide accommodation for a longer duration. These hotels are generally patronized by people who are on a temporary official deputation to a city where they do not have their own residential accommodation. I take that again. I said these hotels are generally patronized by people who are on a temporary official deputation to a city where they do not have their own residential accommodation. Duration of stay may vary from 1 month to 2 years with a modest service. Rooms are similar to the rooms in suite hotels. Then number five, under the classification of hotels based on clients, number five is the casino. Casino hotels provide gambling facilities. Casino hotel is the only hotel that provides gambling facilities. They have state of the art gambling facilities along with specialty restaurants Bars, 24-hour room service, well appointed and furnished rooms for its guests. Number 6 is bed and breakfast hotel. A European concept, bed and breakfast hotel, which is also known as B&B hotels, are lodging establishments generally operated in large family residence family which offers accommodation in their house, and the owner usually lives on the premises and is responsible for serving breakfast to the guests. Such hotel is known as bed and breakfast hotel or B&B hotel. Number 7 is the conventional hotel. Conventional hotel. We are still talking about classification of hotel based on the client. Number 7 is the conventional hotel. Hotel that caters to the needs of a convention delegation. The hotel may have more rooms to accommodate the large number of delegates. They are equipped with the state-of-the-art convention center with all the facilities for convention delegates. Number 8 is the conference center. A conference center is a hotel which caters to the needs of a conference delegation. These hotels these hotels provide rooms of conferences to delegates of conferences. Sorry, I take that again. These hotels provide rooms to delegates of conferences. A conference hall with a desired seating arrangement for meeting, food and beverage requirements during and after conference, and all other requirements for conducting a conference. The requirement sometimes depends on the client. In fact, most times the requirement depends on the client. It's the client that will tell the owner of the hotel what they required or what they will need during or after the conference. Now, number 5 on our list on the classification of hotels. Number 5 is the classification on the basis of duration of guest stay. Classification on the basis of duration of guest stay. Hotels can be grouped into following categories on the basis of duration of guest stay. Number 1, commercial hotel. The duration of guest stay in these hotels is short, ranging from a few days to a week. Number 2 is the transient hotel. The duration of stay at transient hotels is very short, a day or even less, generally patronized by transient travelers. Number 3 is semi-residential hotel. The duration of stay may range from few weeks to some months. In semi-residential hotel, the duration of stay may range from few weeks to some months. And number 4 is the residential stroke apartment hotel. As the name suggests, residential hotels provide accommodation for long duration. The duration of stay may range from months to few years. That is for residential hotels. The duration ranges from months to few years. Number 5 is the extended stay hotels. These hotels are for those guests who wish to stay for a long period, for few days to weeks. Then number 6, on the classification of hotels based. Number 6 is the classification of hotel based on level of services. Classification of hotels based on levels of services. Hotels may be classified into the following group on the basis of level of services provided by them. Number 1, upmarket stroke luxury stroke world-class services hotels. These are the hotels that cater for the needs of the affluent people demanding luxury, and are not price sensitive. These hotels have the following features. Now we are talking about the features of the up market or the luxury or the world class hotels. We are talking about the features or the characteristics of these hotels. Number one is that it is generally located in the heart of the city or at very exotic location. Example of the places you can find hotels like this in Lagos is at the VI, the VGC, or even Ikoyi. Those are the places you can find hotels like this because they are generally located in the heart of the city or at very exotic locations. Number two characteristics is that they provide personalized services of highest standard. Number three, these hotels have many specialty restaurants with full assisted service. Number four, top-end recreational facilities such as golf course, tennis courts, designer swimming pools with trained lifeguards, and other sports facilities, shopping arcades, beauty salons, health spas, with so many things are found in this type of hotels. There is no kind of facilities that is supposed to be seen in a hotel that you cannot get in this kind of hotels. We are talking about the upmarket stroke luxury world world class services hotels. The whole type of equipment that you can think about that you can find in a hotel, they are always available in this kind of hotel. Then number three, we are still talking about the classification of hotels based on the level of services they offer. Number three is the budget stroke economy hotels. Budget stroke economy hotels. Budget hotels focus on meeting the most basic needs of guests by providing clean, comfortable, and inexpensive rooms, also known as economy or limited services hotels. They appeal primarily to budget-minded travelers and groups. Unlike the second one that we talked about now, which is the upmarket stroke, the luxury stroke world-class services hotels that offers all type of luxuries. The mid-market, or I mean the budget hotels, they don't offer all those. Their main target is to provide the basic needs of guests, just to provide you with a clean environment, a conducive environment, even though there are no swimming pools, no lawn tennis courts, no football field, no jacuzzi and all that. But you are still going to find a neat, clean, and peaceful environment in the budget stroke economy hotels. Then number seven, on the classes of hotels. The seventh one is the classification on the basis of ownership. Classification on the basis of ownership. On the basis of ownership, hotels are classified as number one, proprietary ownership. Proprietary ownership. Proprietary ownership is the direct ownership of one or more properties by a person or company. This type of hotels is being operated by the owner. We are talking about the classification of hotel based on the ownership. Now we said that the first one is the proprietary ownership. If you can remember in our last class, we talked about the privately owned hotel, where we talk about the Well, we're in our last class, we talked about the different type of means that one can own hotel. We talk about the leasing, the professionals to contract managing, the franchise, and we also talk about the privately owned. Now, this privately owned is the same as proprietary ownership. It means that the owner is also the manager of this property. The second under the classification based on ownership is franchise. We also talked about franchise last week, where we talk about one hotel or one company selling franchise to another company to use its name to sell or market or to distribute a particular product or services. Now, under franchise, it is the authorization given by a company to another company or individual to sell its unique products or services and use its trademark according to the guidelines given by the former for a specified time and at a specified place. Under franchise, you are being given the authority by the real owner of the property to use its name at a particular time to run your own business. The third one under the classification based on ownership is management contract. We also talked about this in our last class, where we talk about the professional stroke management contract. The third one is the management contract. Management contract, as the name suggests, is a contract between the owner of the property and a hotel operator, which the owner employs the operator as an agent to assume the full responsibility for operating and managing the hotel. We also talked about this in our last class. Someone can decide to want to run a hotel and don't want to be there physically or don't want to be the manager of the hotel, probably because you have other business doing, or it doesn't just want to be seen there. You can decide to hire an expert to come and run it for you. In that case, you'll be hiring a professional that you are going to contract to come and run the hotel for you. That is what this management contract is all about. Then number 5 is the referral group. The, the independent hotels get together and form an association to overcome the disadvantage of being an independent property. The hotels help each other getting business share, reservation nets, marketing and advertising, even purchases. Because of our time, I'm just going to read through the others. Number 5 is the timeshare, and number 6 is the condominium. Then now we are going to be talking about need for classification of hotels. Because of time, let's talk about the need for classification of hotels so that I can quickly call out your assignments. We have just 3 minutes more for the class to be over. Need for classification of hotels. Please, for all of you that are attending this class now, you have to start making payments. Your school fees and other fees that you need to pay, you have to start making those payments now because exam is just around the corner. For you not to be disturbed during the exam period, for you not to be stopped from writing the exam, please, you have to start making your payments now. Thank you. Now, need for classification of hotels. Number 1, it lends uniformity in services and sets general standards of hotel. Number 2, it provides an idea regarding the range and type of hotels available within a geographical location. And number 3 is that it acts as a measure to control over hotels with respect to quality of services offered in each category. Thank you. We've come to the end of today's class. Now I am going to read out the assignment. It was not attached to the notes we have on the screen. Number one, on the assignment, number one, the need for classification of hotels cannot be overemphasized. Discuss. I take that again. The need for classification of hotels cannot be overemphasized. Discuss. Number two, list 3 differences between 1-star hotel and 5-star hotel. Number two, list 3 differences between 1-star hotel and 5-star hotel. Number three, list 2 things that casino hotel provides, which commercial hotel don't. List 2 things that casino hotel provides, which commercial hotel don't. Now, I want to start again the assignment again from the beginning. I said number one, need for classification of hotels cannot be overemphasized. Discuss. Number two, list 3 differences between 1-star hotel and 5-star hotel. Number three, list 2 things that casino hotel provides, which commercial hotel don't. Please submit your assignments to the following email: afesume@gmail.com. Afesume is spelled AFESUME. Sunday SUNDAY. No spacing between the Afesume and the Sunday. They are together at gmail.com. Afesumesunday@gmail.com. Thank you.